In this season of NBA 2K23, which of the following rewards can you earn?
Is it reindeer accessories, a snowman costume, a magic carpet, or all of the above? We couldn't make this any easier for you, so you better enjoy this VC. We didn't even have to wrap it. Perfect gift. Here you go.
Take it, enjoy it, love it, use it, spend it. To celebrate the return of the Jordan Challenges in NBA 2K23, we've been bringing you extended interviews from those that were there to experience Jordan's legendary career firsthand.
And there's probably no one that was closer than Coach Phil Jackson, a legend in his own right. We're honored to bring you his full interview. Here's our 2K TV exclusive, Phil Jackson on Michael Jordan.
Michael had the ability to elevate beyond the normal scope of what a person would see or watch.
Opening night, Michael Jordan.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, DA. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Anderson. And it's Russell in at the point. And for New Orleans, McCollum and Jones are their guards. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4. And Valanciunas at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And that one's good, Williamson. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focus and sleep and eat right, vital.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And you see the wide base on the screen set by Gobert. Very difficult to circumvent.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Yeah. Those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core, and with the 8th pick in Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Now here's Gobert. Anderson right side. Gobert down low. Working on Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Russell from long range. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Edwards. Goes back up. Connects, the jumper drops.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. It's Ingram on the wing. Pass to Valanciunas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ingram kicks to Valanciunas. And again, no good by New Orleans. Minnesota's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And they take the lead.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now here's McCollum. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williamson's got 6.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Outside Edwards. Anderson outside. Here's Russell. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and off field.
Here is Russell. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. McDaniels kicks to Russell. And he banks in the layup. Russell's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Good on the bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
Russell passes to McDaniels. And here's Edwards from the arc. They get it back. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. McDaniels kicks to Edwards, to the middle, and Anderson slams it in.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
The drive by Williamson. Valanciunas dishes to Williamson over Anderson. Here's Valanciunas, and at last they get one to fall.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Anderson against Williamson. Right side, Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. It's good from long range. McDaniels got 5 now.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the score by New Orleans. Back to Gobert. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Williamson.
And this is how dominant Williamson can be. But once he finds his rhythm, he's borderline unguardable.
Russell passes to Edwards. Back to Russell. Here's the 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And they won the season series last year, trying to continue those winning ways this time around.
And you look at it, two middle-of-the-pack teams, they both need every win they can get as they try to ensure they get into the playoffs and maybe even get a decent seed.
Back to Russell. Edwards looking it over. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Taurean Prince comes in for McDaniels. And it's Rivers in for D'Angelo Russell. It's McCollum with the drive. And it's Williamson missing. Minnesota's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Jones against Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
To the inside, Prince. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
This is it to Daniels. New Orleans moving the ball around. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Prince. Here's Noel. No good. Nance with some nice D. Now Daniels. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now the pass to Noel. Now here's Rivers. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Now here's Hayes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Pelicans with the rebound. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason game.
In a series, they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year, things will be different.
Pelicans shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out a lot right now.
Here's Noel. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And the shot goes in.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Here's Hayes. Now the feed to Nance. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Minnesota in the lead. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Murphy can't hit.
Almost a highlight reel play, but certainly you've got to appreciate the effort there. Almost got it.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Oh, Nance in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. Rivers passes to Reed. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Edwards with another miss. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. Daniels passes to Murphy. Here's Alvarado. No luck that time on the shot. That would have put them on top. The Timberwolves shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. The 11-footer. Nance gets the rebound. Nance has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Rivers. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. Clock at 6. And Nance kicks to Murphy. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Devontae Graham's checked in for the Pelicans. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Rivers against Graham. Here's Reed. No good on that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Graham, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Nance. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The Timberwolves trail. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The open shot, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
It's Rivers on the wing. Shoots over Graham. And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for New Orleans. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back to the action in just a minute. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast breaks. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
You've got Brandon Ingram, C.J. McCollum out there with Devontae Graham. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Murphy in at the 4 spot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Good on the shot. McCollum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. And that one falls for Graham. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Just 5 on the clock. There's McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Now here's Graham. He's covered closely. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Jones checked in for Devontae Graham. And a change for the Timberwolves. Noel's checked in.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
McCollum finds Williamson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
This is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Pass to Noel. Back to Russell. Now McDaniels. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Pelicans leading by 6. Ingram passes to Williamson. That one drops for him. Williamson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when he gets the ball anywhere close to the hoop, bet on Zion converting. Relentless down low.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Kicks to Gobert. Russell looking around. Here's McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Russell dishes to McDaniels. Anderson outside. Tries from 10. That one goes. Counted. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Here's McCollum. Williamson trying to free himself up. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Here's Noel. The putback. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
And he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Here's Noel. The Pelicans make their last shot. That shot off the mark. Williamson outside. Uses the glass to finish the lane. And it's a 12-point Pelican lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
McDaniels with the ball. He has 5. 6 to shoot. Knocked loose. Here's Anderson. Gobert trying to get open. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafty this week.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And the Timberwolves call time. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Outside, Russell. Here's Noel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Feeds to Gobert. Shot to stop the run, and finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Now here's McCollum. He had 19 points in the win against Indiana.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Noel, no good. New Orleans leading by 12. And here is McDaniel. 5 points in the game. And this will be his second and third shots to the line here. First free throw is good.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
They've scored really well this quarter. Keep it up, and they'll find themselves right back in it.
Cullen passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Timberwolves trail by 12. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Now here's McCollum. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Despite the wiry frame, taking it up strong inside, and D'Angelo will get free throws.
For Minnesota, they have shot 6 or 7 at the line.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up.
Down it goes!
Take that rack down!
Slam!
Just a terror in transition. Zion's understanding for how to exploit these situations is one of his greatest strengths.
Russell finds Gobert. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Rivers, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of... execution you want in the first half.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And Gobert kicks to Prince. Timberwolves passing it around. Outside Edwards. Back to Rivers. 4 on the shot clock. Buries it from three-point range. Rivers has got his third bucket of the night.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Here's Williamson. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Edwards passes to Reed. Prince outside. Shoots over Ingram, and he can't bank that one in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Yeah, using his vertical on the offensive glass, Williamson is adept at reading misses and pouncing on second chance opportunities.
Prince outside. Back to Rivers. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Murphy's checked in, and Daniels subbed in for Herbert Jones.
Unbelievable force and power. Zion hanging 280-plus on the rim.
It's Prince on the wing. Unloads from 9. Reed gets the bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Williamson in the post. Guarded by Prince. It's Murphy outside. And the Pelicans get it back. And Valanciunas kicks to Daniels. Pass to Murphy. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Murphy's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Edwards passes to Forbes. Now here's Rivers. Pass to Prince. Reed with it.
2 minutes remaining.
Now Rivers. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. And no good that time. Good D by Williamson. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
Rivers passes to Prince. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Some changes for New Orleans. Nance comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Jackson Hayes in for Williamson. Here's Alvarado. He's guarded by Rivers. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Nance passes to Hayes. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Devontae Graham's checked in for the Pelicans.
Into the lineup for your Pelicans.
Off the inbound pass. And Hayes throws it down.
They must have forgotten to note those defensively there because they were sleeping. How else can you explain an easy dunk right off the inbounds pass? Shouldn't happen.
Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Murphy passes to Nance. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
The line for your Pelicans, Larry Nance Jr. At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Nance.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that. Made them pay.
Murphy against Edwards. Over Murphy. Edwards can't hit. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Murphy kicks to Daniels. Here's Hayes. Left side Nance. The pass to Murphy. Graham surveying the floor. Off target at the rim.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That with the score.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The Timberwolves.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He ended up with 36 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kenny, your thoughts? How the Pelicans are playing? And that does it for our half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Anderson is out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
He misses the free throw.
Rudy Gobert at the line for 2.
Second free throw, no good. The Pelicans shooting impressively throughout at 62%. McCollum against Russell. McCollum passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Pass to McDaniels. And here's Gobert. Anderson trying to free himself up. A second chance effort, and no good. Trying to use the glass. For 3, Ingram. Rebound, Minnesota.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's good for 2. Anderson's got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
It's McCollum with the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
That's the kind of take-charge attitude they want CJ to have. Attack the D at every opportunity.
And so McCollum nails both of them. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Russell passes to Edwards. McDaniels in the post. He's covered by Ingram, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So McDaniels will go to the free throw line.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
It's going to be on Zion Williamson. This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one. Now here's Williamson. He has 38 in the game.
Minnesota ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Russell kicks to Anderson. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to McDaniels. The dish to Russell. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good. Russell's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
Free throw, no good for Williamson.
The explosive athleticism of Williamson is so much fun to watch. For a guy his size to move like that, incredible. And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Passes it to McDaniels. Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. Second chance shot, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
For 3, Ingram. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Anderson. And there it is for him. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans.
And a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here. It shows with their turnover numbers.
Let's give it up.
New Orleans leading by 21. Here's McCollum. Anderson against Williamson.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line early. And both free throws good for Williamson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside, Russell. McDaniels with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Anderson against Williamson. Anderson's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And the pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Pass to Anderson. Over Williamson. Offensive rebound. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in.
Jalen Noel.
Here's McDaniels. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
So it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And finished off by Williamson.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
Noel passes to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. That one off the back iron and out.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And Williamson gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
McDaniels passes to Russell. From outside the arc. Unable to get that one. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. For 3. Pelicans pull it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Major props given up to Ingram for aggressively attacking the rim. Not many guys want to get in this path when he goes like that.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. To the left wing. Williamson against Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
Williamson. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Williamson's got 48.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Here's Russell. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Russell's got 6 in the quarter.
Guys, that was really nice work mixing in this shot. When Russell is squared up and shooting with confidence, which is most of the time, he can bury it.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And here is McDaniels. He's got 9. Here's Gobert. Anderson trying to free himself up. Gobert can't hit. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Fades and shoots. And that one goes long.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
The Pelicans shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Here's McCollum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And crafty move by McCollum there, making sure he initiates the contact before letting the shot go.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
And Hayes throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Devontae Graham's checked in for McCollum. Minnesota also with the sub. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Noel.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, nice move that time by Graham. You know, this guy's a crafty scorer who gets it done in a number of different ways.
And Graham drops them both. Minnesota's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Now, here's McDaniels. He's guarded by Murphy. Rivers can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Nance down low. Guarded by Reed. The shot's good from Nance.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Rivers finds Reed. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Second personal foul.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pelicans?
At the line for the
I like
Timberwolves.
this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Here's Nance. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's McDaniels. D right on him. Passes to Reed. Back to McDaniels. All alone. The shot off that time, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Hayes in the post. He's guarded by Rivers. Count that one. Hayes has got 4 points this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Friends outside. Dishes it to McDaniels. Fires the 3. Prince misses. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's Nance. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
For Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Pelican shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. And it's Graham missing. Minnesota shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Forbes dishes to Rivers. The pass to McDaniels. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight. The first free throw is good. And the Pelicans making a change here. Alvarado's checked in.
For 2.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. New Orleans gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lays it up and in on a nice reverse.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
Rivers finds McDaniel. Here is Forbes. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Reed. Banked in off the glass. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
The Timberwolves shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. It's Rivers on the wing. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Reed. Over Hayes. Reed misses.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so it's New Orleans with it. We've got Devontae Graham. And it's Daniels in at small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Hayes throws it down.
Dangerous in the pick and roll. Graham making the smart decision right there and dishing the ball off.
So it's Minnesota now. And Forbes kicks to Reed. Passes it to Prince. Here is Forbes. Noel passes to Knight. Down low, here's Forbes. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time.
You know, for a sharpshooter like Forbes, guys, getting points inside can only help him be more effective on the perimeter. It actually add a step to his quickness.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Prince. Alvarado grabs the board. The Pelicans shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Here's Prince. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
Here's Alvarado. And in this era of player movement, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Nancy's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Forbes. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight and stolen by Prince. Here is Forbes. The pass to Noel. 3-pointer. Knocks down the 3 ball. Noel's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And stolen by Prince. Pass to Forbes. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Like the assertiveness, and that comes from having the green light to shoot off the pass. And Forbes, one of the